Alright, what is good, YouTube? Blackout S2 back again with another video, and today we're going to be reacting to part 2 of the 10 most expensive things that Donald Trump owns. So let's get into this video. Oh yeah, and gaming room setup is coming soon, so you guys have to stay tuned for that. Alright, and yeah, let's get into this video. Oh, hold up. I forgot to say, in the audio, I messed it up because it was echoing. So, let's get into this video.
Of luxury and a well-off life, Trump prefers as much of his world be adorned in gold as
It's the mic
possible.
for you
From
guys.
gold-rimmed cups and plates to gold-plated sinks in his private planes, Trump's world is only slightly less covered in gold than King Midas's. The furniture, blankets, and curtains in his jets and homes are even laced with gold.
Hold up. Blankets and stuff. Oh my god. He don't know how to spend money. I'm sorry. He don't know how to spend money.
This even
Just saying.
applies at his new job, where he's replaced the curtains in the Oval Office with gold-colored and
Like, what is this? He replaced the curtains gold. Gold curtains. Oh my
gold-rimmed
god.
curtains. If
That's
he
just
thought he could hit a
weird.
golf ball accurately with gold-plated golf clubs, he probably
What?
could. And because this is Donald Trump, his gold possessions aren't just colored that way. Whenever possible, he uses genuine 24-karat gold to turn his world into a monument to his wealth. His love of the shiny metal is so far-reaching, he'd love to officially make it how the United States makes and spends its money. The U.S.
Oh my
abandoned the
god.
gold standard in 1973.
That's how much
Trump
money he
has made
spends.
several comments since announcing his campaign for president about how he would return to that standard. Whether that happens or not, it's clear that Trump will continue to adhere to his own personal gold standard for the rest of his days. Real estate.
Okay,
Forget the politics.
that's
And The
normal.
Apprentice's Donald Trump
That's
is
normal.
first and foremost a real estate guy. He's been active in the industry since joining his father's company in the 1960s. It's where he made his billions and where he likely will continue to do so after leaving office. Currently, Trump invests in properties all over the world. Outside of the US, buildings in Canada, India, the Philippines, South Korea, Turkey,
Okay.
and Uruguay all bear his name and fingerprints. In the United States, Trump owns buildings in New York, New Jersey,
Where's your own buildings?
buildings in Canada, India, the Philippines, South Korea, Turkey, and
Okay.
Uruguay all bear his name and fingerprints. In the United States, Trump owns buildings in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Illinois, Florida, Hawaii, and Nevada. It's
Florida, obviously. He lives there, so that's where he got his big mansion.
difficult to say how much money he's invested over the decades, but considering his specialty is high-class luxury apartment life, it's safe to say he's spent hundreds of millions, if not billions, between buying, selling, and investing in all of these properties. Trump currently isn't active in real estate due to all the duties that come with running a humongous country, but it must be comforting to know that once his political career ends, he'll definitely have something lucrative to fall back on. The
Yeah.
Trump Winery.
Bro, even if Donald Trump, like, he's not president no more, Joe Biden is, right? So, he could do all his stuff he really wants to do. So, just get that out of the way. He gets to do everything he wants to do. At least he's not president no more.
Despite being a teetotaler who claims to have never even sipped
He even got his own, what is that, wine or something? He got his own made wine. I bet you that's expensive.
alcohol in his life, Donald Trump owns a humongous winery. Clearly, he's not his own best customer. In 2011, Trump purchased Charlottesville, Virginia's Cluj Estate Winery and Vineyard, which was
Oh,
at
he
risk of
purchased it.
foreclosure. He ultimately paid just over $3.5 million for the estate, through methods one could describe as
What's
both
up?
creative and shady. According to Bank of America, who had paid $16 million for the property's mansion at a foreclosure auction,
Yeah.
Trump first purchased acres of land around the estate, then arranged for it to intentionally look closed off and raggedy. This move, alleges Bank of America, made other potential buyers shy away from making an offer, as they thought the property was either wrecked beyond repair or exclusively owned by Trump. Thus, without any other options, the bank took a bath and accepted Trump's offer. Whatever you think of this method, it was clearly worth it, as the former Cluj winery is currently valued at over $25 million. Since renaming it after who else? Himself.
Obviously, that's why it's so expensive. Like he has gold curtains. Like why would you even have gold curtains for it?
Trump's revamped it to be much more than a winery. It's got a clubhouse, a hotel. It can host weddings and corporate events. And it's
Yeah.
crafted several high-scoring and award-winning vintages. GOAT, a tribute to Muhammad Ali. Not everything Donald Trump spends his money on is gold-plated and super flashy. Sometimes what he purchases has legitimate sentimental value, such as his signed copy of a Muhammad Ali tribute book. The fact that its cover is almost entirely gold is merely a bonus. Trump has long been a huge fan of the boxing legend, even tweeting after Ali's passing about how he was truly a great champion and a
Oh,
wonderful
so he
guy.
he
So it
likes
makes
Muhammad
sense that they'll
Ali.
pay top dollar for the book GOAT, a tribute to Muhammad Ali. Of course, everyone
So
who owns this book did. Only 1,000 copies ever made it into circulation.
oh
But not
wow.
only was each one signed by the greatest, each copy cost around $15,000. For
You,
Trump, it was money easily spent. And
you look
who
at
else?
his face.
A gold-plated motorcycle. Donald
Now that's just dumb. A gold-plated motorcycle.
Trump
That's
isn't
crazy.
one to ride
That's crazy.
motorcycles, but he's most definitely one to own one. But being who he is, he couldn't just buy a regular expensive motorcycle and call it a day. No. He had to find a way to adorn it with as much gold, if not more, than his usual insane purchases. In 2012,
Okay, that just doesn't make sense to me. He just buys gold. He buys a. He had to make it gold, so he bought a regular one, and then he had to make it into gold. A gold-plated motorcycle. That's just crazy.
Trump visited the
Crazy.
set of American Chopper, and the show's stars agreed to customize a special motorcycle just for the future president. It was pure Trump, with gold plating and lining everywhere.
Oh.
The tank was gold, the handlebars were gold, and even the wheels were gold. The
Oh.
Trump name made it right onto the pedal and the engine. But what good is having a chopper like this made just for you, if even one person doesn't
Ew.
know it's for you? We don't know exactly how much Trump paid for
Yeah,
this
I don't know what's
collection,
wrong with
or
Trump.
how much it's worth, only that it can't possibly be less than tons. We do know, however, that Trump heartily approved of the project and isn't making the customer happy what really counts. Trump Tower. By 1995,
Oh yeah.
Donald Trump had a ton to his name. So why not spend the money to add not just one more thing, but the
That's the younger Trump right
he did
there.
just that by purchasing a 71-story building
Oh
at
man.
40 Wall Street in New York City, renaming it, naturally, the Trump Building. The total cost,
Trump Tower.
$10 million. The total value, damn near priceless. This building has a storied history that long predates Trump. It was built in the late 1920s as part of the so-called Race to the Sky, a competition between several NYC fat cats to see who could build the world's tallest habitable building. The 927-foot Trump Building, then known as the Manhattan Company Building, actually won the race briefly, until a month later, when the nearby Chrysler Building added a giant spire to surpass it at 1,046 feet. The Manhattan Company called shenanigans since spires aren't exactly livable. But less than a year later, the 1,250-foot Empire State Building showed up and claimed the tallest title outright. By the time Trump showed up, the building was in bad shape, having been neglected for years after a shadowy 1982 deal brokered by Filipino...
Why would you do that? Why? Just make no sense. Doesn't. Like gold curtains in the White House. I'm done. Alright. This is Blackout S2 and yeah. This is the video. So like, comment, and subscribe. And peace out.